Yo, what's poppin' everybody? You already know what time it is. Today I got a banger for y'all. I'm gonna be showing you guys how to get more wins in Fortnite. I'm gonna be helping you get your first win. I'm gonna be helping you get more wins. Maybe you have 2, 3 wins and you really want to get more. This is the video you need to watch. So I'm gonna start by saying this video is not about how to improve your game and get high kill wins. This video is more for players looking to get their first win, or any other players that are still struggling to get wins. So the first step in this process is you need to evaluate your skill level. You need to be brutally honest about how good or bad you believe you are, because if you're shit and you have all the confidence in the world and you think you're great, you are not going to improve. So you need to be brutally honest about how good or bad you believe your skills are. Trust me, this will make it so much easier to improve later. Are you a player that seems to die a lot early game? Are you a player that can win early game fights but seem to die a lot mid game? Or are you a player that can crack the top 10 but end up dying end game every time? So the first step is to figure out where you rank yourself as a player considering these factors. Now if you're someone that's consistently dying early game, then chances are you're a new player that's not very skilled. Early game is super important because the skill gap between players is the smallest when the game first starts. This is because when a player first lands, there's no way he can have enough mats to just dominate a shit player by just building. Early game fights come down to gun skill, but there's also a lot of RNG involved because a really good player could die to a shit player because he picked up a white pistol while that shit player picked up a scar and got the easy kill on the better player. This is why early game is so important, because it allows you to pick up quick kills if you play your cards right. If you land and your first gun is something like a shotgun and SMG, the best thing you need to do is try to pick up as many kills as you can, as quickly as you can. This is because the more time you wait, the more time you give players to pick up better weapons and shields. If your first weapon is something like a pistol or AR, then you want to sit back and third party any players that are already fighting to get some really easy kills. Another tip I have for early game is to break all the furniture in any houses you loot. You can see in this gameplay I put on the screen, I leave my starting area with almost 900 wood and I don't think I broke down even one tree. I might have broke down like 1 or 2, but believe me, it was not a lot and I left with almost 900 wood. Now if you're a player consistently dying mid game and you can't crack the top 10, the only reasons I can think of is that 1, you're picking bad fights, because Fortnite is all about picking and choosing your fights, especially when there's so many good players nowadays. You need to choose the fights that you believe you could win. 2, you're positioning yourself poorly and probably either just getting killed in fights, or you might position yourself well to get a kill, but you're not positioning yourself well enough on the map and you're getting third partied as soon as you get that kill and you're dying. The third and final reason you might be dying mid-game is because your skill level is just not there yet. If you're shit, you have to admit that you're shit. Embrace it. If you know your skill level is not very high, stop picking 10 fights every game and try to go for some low kill wins until you're confident in your abilities. If you're neither of those players, then you're most likely a player that can crack into the top 10. One of the main reasons players like this don't win is because of how nervous they get. If you don't have a lot of wins yet, then that last circle, we all know this. It can be nerve-wracking. You might find your hands shaking, you might even be sweating your ass off. And because of this, you might notice that your skills are going to take a major hit. You cannot play the way you normally play when you're sweating your ass off like this. But let me tell you right now that this is normal and almost every new player gets that feeling. Now the way to overcome this feeling is confidence. Now when I say confidence, I don't mean overconfidence where you rush the last 3 guys thinking you're good enough to kill all of them when you know you're not. I'm talking about getting your skill to a level where you're confident you can outbuild other good players and win gunfights. Confidence stems from your skills, so if you get your skills up, then your confidence will go up with them. Now the second thing you could do to overcome this feeling is getting comfortable in that situation. Once you've been in that situation hundreds of times, it becomes so normal to you that it's second nature. If you keep cracking the top 10, the more comfortable you'll be in that situation and the closer you'll be to getting a win. Another thing you really got to pay attention for in those final circles is your position on the map, as well as the locations of the last players. In this video, you're going to see me position myself multiple times to put myself in the best position to win the game. Not the best position to kill players, but the best position to win games. Now right here in this video, you're going to see I'm about to come up and encounter 2 other players that are already in a fight. So instead of engaging and third partying this fight right away, what I'm going to do is wait for an opportunity to pick up an easy 2 kills or maybe just 1 kill. So you can see I'm sitting back at this tree, I'm just hanging, I'm trying to see what the outcome of this fight is looking like, and I'm also looking for an opportunity to attack. So right here I noticed that the player that had high ground lost high ground, and the other player that was on the natural high ground actually took the high ground. So I'm coming up behind this player that has high ground right now, and I'm waiting for a kill to be confirmed in the bottom left corner. As soon as that happens, I'm going for the kill. Right here I can see that the guy that had natural high ground died, so I know that the player that has low ground must have been low HP. So I make a push, I run up, I get high ground. I heard him pick up something, but it wasn't in that loot pile, so I knew he was back here. I shoot an RPG to flush him out. He comes running out, 2 AR shots, and he's dead. And just like that, that's an easy kill. And I get a gold scar, I get a gold heavy shotgun, and a gold RPG, which really helps me win the game at the end. Now this is a prime example of picking and choosing your fights. When you're rotating towards the circles, you want to stay on the edge of the circles where you're going to encounter the least amount of people, so you get into the least amount of gunfights. Right here in this video, you're going to see I'm just waiting for the circle to count down so I can rotate to that next circle. I'm not going to run into many people because there's only 4 people left and the circle is pretty big. So I'm waiting for that circle to start moving so I can make a push to the next circle, and I won't get shot in the back by anybody else because no one knows I'm here right now. Right now we're not going for any high kills, we're trying to win the game. So we're strategically placing ourselves in a position where we're not going to get shot from anywhere, and we're protected if we do. Right here you can see I've started to push towards the circle. There's still 4 people left. I was hoping that one of them would get eliminated, but they didn't. I'm taking the bottom side of the circle because the storm is going to be protecting my backside. I know that there's someone up on this mountain right in front of me, and I don't want to shoot me, so I get a ghost stone just to get some stealth so that no one could really trace my location. I also realized that there's only 10 more seconds till the next circle is going to form, and I want to see where it forms before I try to fight this guy that's on this high ground. So right here I see that the next circle is in Pleasant, and this guy on this hill is going to have to rotate. I also see that there's a bush player right there, so I already know 2 players are right in front of me and they're both moving. I'm going to sneak up behind this bush and make sure no one knows my location. You can see I'm just playing it patient. I'm not killing this guy yet. I'm not going for the kill. My ghost is about to run out though. So right here I'm still playing sneaky. I'm crouching, making sure no one can hear me. Right here I push up. I see that the last 3 people are all right in front of me. No one can shoot me from behind right now. So what I do is I get some good AR shots on this guy, end up getting the kill, just laser that guy. I put some AR shots on this guy. He ends up being the last guy. So right now I know it's 1-on-1 and I already put shots on him. So I already know he's most likely weaker than me. So what I do right now while he's turtling is I push up to the circle and make sure I get into the circle so I don't have to worry about rotating later. Right here I just start ramping up to him, making sure he can't shoot me. But he ends up shooting me down right here. I build up over top of him. I try to trap him in. I didn't realize he got out the backside. So what I do is I just build up. He hits me with a nice little shot. I hit him back with a shotgun headshot, finish him off with my SMG, and there you go. Easy dub. Alright guys, that's going to wrap up the video. If I did help you guys learn anything today, please leave a thumbs up and click that red subscribe button down below. Comment what other videos you guys want to see from me, and once again, thanks for watching, and I'm out. Peace.